I'm bringing back someone who's been on the show once before, and I was waiting for the perfect opportunity to bring her back. Remember when Gotta Laugh joined us? And you can see why she's named that. She joined us to talk about sexism in response to her breaking a story and how difficult it was for her to get credit. Even in the guys' world of the left wing blogosphere, she just was not getting the adequate credit for it. My God, she's funny. So I waited for a chance to bring her back. And when I heard that you and I and all of us apparently missed out on Pro Life Cupcake Day, wow, I thought that's a laughy topic. So Gotta Laugh is going to join us at 6:45 to give us a guide toward approaching, somber events like Pro Life Cupcake Day. She's coming on at 6:45. Our fabulous intern Brandy has just had to let a couple people know at lftlc.com/live that we're not distributing cupcakes for this segment. I'm so sorry, but you wouldn't want them anyway. They're pro-life cupcakes. This is off the wall. This is really off the wall. I was looking for something else on the internet, and I stumbled into a blog, and we'll put that link up on our live blog. I stumbled into a blog with a mother in Maryland whose son came home, and he said at his school there was a girl giving out cupcakes. Now, they weren't cupcakes from the school. This was a student at the school who was distributing cupcakes, but they were pro-life cupcakes. So you could only have one if you were pro-life. His concern was he didn't get a cupcake. His mom's concern was more like WTF. So we're looking into this and we're finding out. Let me give you an idea. Let me give you an idea of what we're dealing with here. The three websites that represent the people behind Pro-Life Cupcake Day are abort73.com, boundforlife.com, and liveoffensively.com. That gives you some idea of the caliber of folk that we're dealing with. And I thought, gosh, who can we bring in who's strong enough to stand up to that? So we turn once again to the Political Carnival and its founder and frequent blogger, Gotta Laugh. Laughy, welcome back to the show.
It's your demented sidekick, Buttercup.
That's right. Buttercup, the anti-feminist reporter.
There we are. And by the way, the site was actually founded by Cliff Schechter, and my partner Patty was in on right from the beginning. I was pulled in late.
I was actually testing your ability as a journalist. Thank you for clarifying. Okay. You qualify to talk about cupcakes now.
I do, because I am the icing on everybody's cupcake out there. Hey, I was thinking of having a pro-choice themed birthday party for the neighborhood kids.
And how would you do that?
I would I would give out death cupcakes, and all the little liberal kids that run around going, hey, take a bite of these and see what it's like to taste blasphemy. Think of the fun we'd have.
What kind of icing does one put on blasphemy cupcakes?
It's usually a dark color, something people will probably spit out as soon as it gets into their mouth, or enjoy thoroughly if they're an atheist.
It's a distinct possibility.
Who knows?
Let's look at what they were planning to. This is terrible. What they were doing to these kids is, you're basically isolating kids. No candy for you, no cupcake for you if they don't say the right things about God. And I spent some time talking to the mother who brought this up originally, and because her son is involved in this, and because she's talking to the school districts and the PTA, she didn't want to step in the middle of this. I understand that.
Yeah.
But the irony was, one of the first things that the school was concerned about was, hey, there might have been allergens in those cupcakes.
Well, the allergen was the cupcake itself. I mean, these were not, life cakes, as they called them, or cupcakes for life. They were cupcakes for propaganda. I mean, they get mad at Obama for indoctrinating our children, but they allow this?
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. And of course, she also brought up the interesting question, how did this kid bring all those unauthorized cupcakes into the school without anybody noticing?
Ooh, now he could get arrested.
Yeah, it's true enough. Enough.
I was wondering, too, how this goes. Are these kids snowflakes? The snowflakes where the frozen blastocysts have now become children, and there are little snowflakes, because then they would be snowflakes with cupcakes, and we'd have a whole new group. It could be a whole tea party group.
I like this. You can dunk your snowflakes in your hot tea.
Or
something. A tea dunker.
We can hand out. But yeah, this is pushing it a little far. Having children get out there and say, 50 million kids weren't allowed to be born, so eat my cake.
Well, and the idea is behind this, and I haven't explained thoroughly to the audience, this is a birthday cake, a little tiny birthday cake for all of those kids who don't have birthdays. Now, speaking as a woman who is, at the tapering end of ability to procreate,
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to wonder if we should be celebrating for every woman, like one lost birthday every month, conceivably. But how do you know which day to celebrate? It could be the 1st, it could be the 3rd, it could be the 5th.
Hey, listen, I lose birthdays on a regular basis, so I don't see anything wrong with this at all. But what strikes me is that I just imagine these little kids who are innocent, who don't really understand, or maybe they do if they're extremely intelligent. But can you imagine like a kid going to their little Easy Bake Oven and saying, "Mommy, can I proselytize today? It's mandatory anti-choice day at school." I mean, what are they going to grow up thinking if they don't have another side to this? How are they being sort of forced into this without any backlash? Is there a backlash? Have you heard?
Yeah, actually, if you go to Twitter and you enter Pro Life Cupcake, you'll see a lot of backlash. And Jezebel, another link that we'll put up on our blog for everybody at lftlc.com. Oh, it's already up. Good job on Susan O'Leary. Yeah, Jezebel really took this on, and there's not a lot of patience with this. Granted, I'm sure if I went to some of the right-wing sites, I'd probably see differently.
Well, I work at a school, although it's with high school kids, but even if high school kids were given this mandatory, hand out the cupcake thing, that would not be tolerated. It's really pushing the envelope just a tad, just a little bit. And when I'm reading this site here, and what if my school won't allow me to bring in cupcakes? Give them out before or after school. Do it anyway and be quick about it. Also, be very apologetic and kind if you get caught. I mean, this is like an after-school special for insane people.
You nailed that one. It's more than insanity, though. Look, first of all, let me share some of these comments off the blog here. The blog is lftlc.com, and they're scrolling by so fast I can't grab them. Let's take one of them here where Daryl has checked in and said, "Kids with cupcakes that teabag other kids. It is just so wrong on so many inappropriate levels." Norm thinks that pro-life cupcake days should be promoted by Bakers Without Borders. Pro-choice, of course, he
we
notes.
Have a million cupcake march. I think it's so fun.